Today my topic is Java. Java subject belongs to BSc third year 5th semester, and topic is difference between various programming languages like C, C++, Java. First of all, we should know what is meaning of programming language. Programming language mainly designed to solve the problem. We have various programming languages are there: low level, middle level, high level, and object oriented, procedure or like. Come to first of all, we'll focus on difference between the C, C++, Java. C is a problem oriented, and every programming language is a procedure oriented language. Come to C language. Procedure means it contains a structure. Even C, CPP, Java, three are the procedure which contain the structure. C++ is a object oriented programming language. Java also object oriented, but comparing to C++, Java is a purely object oriented programming language, whereas C++ is a partially object oriented language. C language introduced around in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie and also Ken Thompson, whereas C++ introduced around 1980s. Primarily C++ is called as a C with classes, then later B Journey Stamps Plus renamed C with class as a C++. Java introduced around 1990s by James Gosling at Sun Microsystem, and Java is a purely object oriented. First of all, we should know what is a procedure oriented, what is a object oriented. In procedure oriented, data we are representing in the form of data, whereas in object oriented, data will be represented in the form of object. Object means every object contain two partition, data comma function. The data can be used by the function of the object. Okay, data can't be used object outside any function. In this way we are organizing data, so it means data will be organized in the form of object wise. So C++, Java are called as a object oriented programming languages. We will differentiate C, CPP, Java. C language is a top to bottom approach language. It means function calling is in main, function code in bottom. So C language is a top to bottom approach language. C++ is a bottom to top approach language. Even Java also bottom to top approach language, because in CPP Java function code will be top, function calling will be bottom. So both are the bottom to top approach languages. C language contain 32 keywords, CPP contain 48 keywords, Java contain more than 60 keywords. Every keyword of C also supported by CPP, whereas CPP contains some additional keywords which are not in C, like operator, like private, public, protected, like friend, inline. These are the additional keywords which are not in C language, whereas C language supports 32 keywords. Java contain some keywords of C, some keywords of CPP, whereas Java contains some additional keywords which are not in C and CPP. Java contain more than 60 keywords. Okay, this is another different. Next, come to in C language, by default is public. Actually we are not focusing private public, but if we are not specifying any private public, but by default is public. CPP is by default is private. Compulsory we should specify either private public if you are not specifying, because in CPP in class we are taking as a private data public member function. If you are not focusing private public, by default it will treat as a private. So at private location we can't specify member function. If we specify private location, we can't access from class outside object. So CPP by default is private, Java by default is public, like C. Okay, then next come to topics. In CPP Java, reusability is one of the powerful feature which is in CPP and Java. Especially in C++, reusability concepts are inheritance, polymorphism, message communication, dynamic binding, which belongs to polymorphism, and templates. These are the three powerful features which supports reusability in CPP, whereas Java, reusability will supports, Java will not support templates. Java supports inheritance. Multiple inheritance is called as interface. Okay, and polymorphism, compile time polymorphism, function overloading is called as method overloading. Operator overloading will not supported by Java. And whereas come to runtime polymorphism also supported by Java, but somewhat different. Okay, but operator overloading will not supported by Java. And if you come to content wise, the C language contain arrays, functions, structures, unions, enumerated data types, loops, conditional, unconditional, like go to, switch to, decision making. Every concept supported by CPP also, but in CPP contains some additional concept which are not in C, like you take as inheritance, polymorphism, message communication, function overloading, inline functions, scope resolution operator, friend function. These are additional concepts. These are called as OOPS concept, object oriented programming language concepts, are additional concepts which are not in C language. Every OOPS concept also supported by Java. Java also one of the object oriented programming language. Every OOPS concept also supported by Java. What are the OOPS concept? OOPS concepts are class, object, data abstraction, data encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, message communication, dynamic binding. These are the OOPS concept. Every concept also supported by Java. If you come to programming, in CPP is a partially object oriented, because primarily we are declaring class. In class, where it contains two partition, data comma function. Data we are specifying at private location, function we are specifying at a public location. Then we are creating object. With each object we are calling the member function, and object creation in the main function. If you come to Java, object creation also in another class. So first subclass in Java, it contains subclass. Subclass contain data comma function. In main class we are creating objects, public static void main, in that we are specifying in the main class. In main class we are creating object. With each object we can call member functions of class. So everything we are specifying in class wise. So Java is called as a purely object oriented. CPP is called as a partially object oriented programming language. Okay, so these are the some differences between the C, CPP, Java, and every concept of C also supported by CPP. CPP contains some additional concepts which are not in C. Java supports some concept of C and CPP. Java contains some additional concepts which are not in C, CPP, like applets, servlets, okay, and exception handling also supported by CPP, but exception handling will not support by C language. In CPP, exception handling contains three keywords like try, catch, through. Java contains three keywords plus additional throws. Finally, these are the five keywords which are not in CPP. And inheritance interface also there. Multiple inheritance is called interface in Java. And next come to exception handling. These are all topics which are not in C language. These are the some differences between the C, CPP, Java. Okay, and if you come to programming wise, in C language commonly we are taking as a main. In CPP we are taking as a void main. Before that we are declaring class template which contain private data comma function. In Java same class template will be there, and in main class we are creating objects. Okay, that is in Java. If you come to programming, once again I am repeating, C is a top to bottom approach language. C++ is a bottom to top approach language. Java also bottom to top approach language. Java is a purely object oriented. CPP is a partially object oriented. C language is a procedure oriented language. Okay. Thank you each and everyone. So today we focused difference between the C, CPP and Java. Thank you, sir.